Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Navanchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Today the topic is about sex. Anybody who doesn't want to listen can go from here. Pin drop silence. If you don't want to listen and if you feel awkward, you may go back home. We can send you prasadam in your house. You think that in the spiritual realm we don't discuss about sex? We do. So today we are going to discuss. How many of you want to hear this? If you don't want to hear, you can go and sit there and take prasadam. How many of you want to hear? Only those who raise their hands can sit here. This is why it is necessary to discuss. This is an amazing, wonderful Leela that Krishna did. He danced with married Gopis. Pardon? Are you talking to me? What am I supposed to do? Shall I scream? I just screamed on the mic, Kirtan. Bring both the mic. Any one will work. Both don't work at one time. Eh? Do they work? Put here, another one. So, I want to shock you. Actually, sex is the topmost enjoyment in this world. The whole world moves around that. This doesn't work. Whole world moves around that. Great psychotherapists and psychologists like Sigmund Freud have spoken about it. People believe it, people know it, and they know it is like that. But that type of material enjoyment with the physical body is considered to be very low level enjoyment. The Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead, He had a very high level, sophisticated enjoyment with the Gopis. We are going to talk about that today. Normally nobody speaks about it. Very confidential, very deep, and mostly misunderstood. Please come in the front. Anybody else wants to move in the front, please? Most people in this world will only misunderstand. That is why in our Hindu society, people don't know how to answer when people ask these questions. Your God is dancing with married ladies in the middle of the night. Mostly people don't answer. People don't know how to answer because they have not understood. So, all the great acharyas, including Bhakti, Vedanta, Swami, Prabhupada, has told us that the shackles, maithuna agara, we are all shackled to this world by sex desire. Repeatedly we take birth again and again. And we got so used to it, we forgot what is the reality. Actually, naturally, every Atma is very interested in the topmost enjoyment in relationship with Krishna. Gopis are enjoying the topmost enjoyment. Original sex enjoyment, Prabhupada said. It's called Adi Rasa. Everybody has got the right to enjoy it. And that is why Krishna is saying, Nammana bhava bhakti madhyachi mam namaskuru. You can have an affair with me. Fall in love with me. He's telling in Bhagavad Gita, fall in love with me. It does not matter if you've got husband, wife, this, that, everything. You can fall in love with me. Everybody can have extramarital affair with Krishna. It's allowed as per Shastra. Why? Why? Because he is the supreme absolute truth. There is no bad, good, moral, ethical thing when you deal with the Lord. Because everything within is transcendental, spiritual, fully devotional, above anything material. First thing you must know that today Krishna enacted Rasa Lila. In the time of the full moon, Sharat Purnima, and he blew his flute from a place called Vamshivat in Vrindavan. He blew the flute and all the gopis came running. Some gopis were feeding their children breast milk, they just put the child down. Some gopis were feeding their husband. They just dropped everything down and lifted their skirt and ran. Some gopis were milking cows. They dropped the milk and threw it and ran. They heard Krishna's flute. They didn't care what they were doing. Their duty as wife, as mother, they just ran. And they came to the middle of the forest where Krishna was playing the flute. So this is not considered to be correct. Married woman going to meet a young boy. So Krishna also told like that. He said, my dear sweet looking gopis, why have you come here in the middle of the night? You are brahmachari. You are married women. Why are you coming to see me? This is very bad. You should go back. You should go back to the house. Your husbands are waiting for you. Or maybe you came to pluck lotus. You can take some lotus and you can go. Maybe you came to pluck malati flower. You can take some, but please go back. And it is mentioned very beautifully, the gopis, they, came with lot of intention to be with Krishna, can have the physical association of Krishna. In the middle of the night, beautiful moonlight, and everybody is feeling their karma going up. Right? So at that time, Krishna told, why did you come here? So they became very disappointed. And it is mentioned he said this for a particular purpose, because they were looking very shy and they were like this. So he told them, you are very shy, so don't come here, please go back. Shyness is material. I know your intention. I know why you have come. Say that. If you come and act very shy, I will say you go back home. So he told like this. And then the Gopis did not know how to say. So they were having, it's mentioned, Bhagavad Gita, Shukadeva Goswami is describing this, by the way. He's a brahmachari, 16 years old. Hot breath was coming out of the mouth of the Gopis. Their lips all became dry. They were panicking because they were running and coming. And Krishna said, go back home. And then they started crying. Hot tears came. And I didn't know how to go. What are you telling? So their mind is described by Shukadeva Goswami. Oh stubborn person, why are you so rude? We are your devotees. Why are you talking like this? Why don't you speak something encouraging to us? And in this way, Krishna subjected them to great emotional pressure. To tell them, you open your mouth and say what you came for. You open your mouth and say what you came for. So he wanted to hear from them, and they told, what is the use of husbands? What use are these husbands? What use are these family members? You are the most adorable personality. Who will not fall in love with you? You look so beautiful. We cannot follow all these rules and regulations in front of you. We know only you. We don't know anybody else. We want to enjoy with you today. This is what we came for. And then Krishna said, okay, my dear Gopis, no one was speaking. In this way, out of their heart, he got out what is the reason you came. So when people read this, they think this is completely romantic, full of lust, completely illicit relationship. No, it is not. Krishna was just become 8 years old. Kaishora, he has just become. And the Gopis are 7 years old. But they have love for Krishna. Pure 100% love with no, not even 0.00001 raised to the power of infinity lust. Nothing in them. 100% pure love for Krishna. That's why it is mentioned, actually, they came in their spiritual body. All of you, all of us, have a material body, a subtle body, and they have a spiritual body. The spiritual body is never destroyed at death. It's a physical body that is destroyed. And with the subtle body, the soul goes to another body, and another body, and another body. Why? Because you want to enjoy materially with your body and with your senses. Again and again, that body is given to you. But when a person becomes purified by Bhakti Yoga, by devotional service, and the lust in his heart is all gone, and pure Bhakti, then Krishna has with you this type of a relationship, high-class relationship, Madhurya Rasa, Shringara Rasa. So, it is mentioned that the Gopis did Katyayani Vrata. They got up early in the morning at 3 o'clock, came and took in the cold bath in the Yamuna, And shivering, they worshipped Katyayani Devi with all the paraphernalia, and all of them together said, we want Krishna as our husband. We are very small young people, but we are afraid somebody else will come. We want Krishna as husband. But they were married to different young personalities. Radharani was married to Abhimanyu. But in spite of that, Krishna had relationship with them. It is not anything mundane, not anything material, nothing to do with lust. Why? Actually, when the Gopis left, they left with their spiritual body only. They didn't leave with their material body, were sitting next to their husband, lying down, sleeping. But in their spiritual bodies, they were with Krishna. Because it is completely transcendental, fully spiritual, amazing Leela. When the Gopis were praying like this to Katyayani, Krishna understood that the Gopis all want me as their husband. So he wanted to satisfy them, although they were married. So he came and stole their clothes. There's a very nice pastime. They were all taking bath in the Yamuna. He came in and took off all their clothes and went on top of the tree and kept the clothes there with him. And they were all naked. So, small girls, 7 years old, they left their house, they did Katyayani Vrata, they come to take bath. And Krishna came there with his, Gopas, and he climbed the tree, took off their clothes, and he took it on top. He said, my dear Gopis, you have done a very big offense. Naked, you have gone into the Yamuna. This is punishable offense. So therefore, if you want your clothes back, you must come out of the water and you must pay namaskaram to me. Then I will give you the cloth. Then the Gopis said, nonsense. Who do you think you are? How dare you do this? Nice conversation took place. Krishna was enjoying that. We are freezing in the water. Krishna, don't do this. Our parents are waiting. We'll get a very bad name. And then, all this happened. Just said nothing. He said, you do what I told you to do. You should come out of the water. And you should pay namaskaram to me. He wanted to see them fully naked. A woman can be naked only in front of the husband. And they asked, I want Krishna as husband. So Krishna is making them do it. You asked, pray, no? Katyayani told me you prayed, so I am giving you this thing. Come in front of me, then I become husband. In this way, each of them, they said that, you see, I will go and complain to your father. Father is an old man already. What can he do? He will not do anything to me. What has he done? I have been stealing butter in so many places. You all know that. What has he done? He cannot do anything. He is very affectionate to me. He will never do anything to me. And the Gopis started giggling how he is talking about his father. They said, we're going to be Kamsa. Mathura Kamsa is there, no? He is sending so many asuras, no? Go and tell Kamsa. He will come, I will kill him also. All these days he sent to asuras, now he will come and I will kill him also. You know that. He will die. Like this he gave all these funny replies and he was joking. Then finally the Gopis, he was so sweetly talking. Madhurena Bhashita, Govinda Bhashita, it's mentioned. He spoke so sweetly that I completely agreed with him and said, and they came out of the water and they paid obeisances covering all their underparts and they paid obeisances shivering and he gave them the clothes. And they put on their clothes. Then Krishna told them, my dear Gopis, your love is so sweet, so simple, so pure. So I will reward you by being your husband. What a husband will do, all that I give you an experience. In the coming nights, I will dance with you. He promised them, and he did that on this day in the full moon night. Krishna Rasa Yatra, Krishna special Rasa Lila. So one should hear this very carefully. If one hears very carefully, devotionally, he will lose lust in his heart and he will be able to become pure and a devotee. That is mentioned. Because even Shukadeva Goswami is relishing this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished his pastimes of Krishna with the Gopis. Why? It has got nothing to do with lust. It is diametrically opposite. It's high class rasa, the greatest of all enjoyment. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki. So all these gopis ran and came, and various types of them. Krishna teased them initially and said, go back and all that, and when they expressed themselves, he embraced them, he kissed them, he put his hands around their neck, and he started dancing with them. One of the greatest performances ever on the planet. Dance performance. Because it seems there were circles and circles of gopis. There were 3 billion gopis on the outside ring. How many? Do you know what that means? 3,000 million gopis. 1 billion is 1,000 million. Then inside this, the next one was 16,000 special gopis. Inside that another thing was 1,000 special gopis. Within that, another is 8 principal gopis with Krishna. But every gopi had Krishna with him. Because he said, I'll give you that pleasure. And every gopi thought Krishna is with me. And he gave them that type of madhurya rasa, shringara rasa, conjugal pleasure. So when we say, sometimes we cannot use the proper word in English. When we say kama, lust, it does not mean the type of lust in this material world that makes you born again and again. This is transcendental rasa, very high class enjoyment. In fact, because we have tasted this enjoyment only in the material world where it is reflected in a perverted way, we are searching after that material enjoyment in the form of rubbing the skin together and getting some enjoyment. That's very low class. We are cursed with that. We are shackled with that material sex desire. Therefore, we cannot get liberated from this world. But by developing bhakti, devotion to the Lord, gradually your lust disappears and you have full love for the Lord. And you may even qualify to enter the Rasa Lila. This is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach. This is the goal of life, to establish my rag, my attraction to Krishna, and my love for Krishna will blossom and I can enjoy in that topmost way with Krishna. Because who do you think all these 3 billion gopis and 16,000 gopis, 1,000 gopis and 8 gopis are? They are all different types of devotees who wanted to associate with the Lord like this. When they came as Ramachandra in Treta Yuga, all the rishis and sages in the forest looked at his beautiful form and said, what a beautiful looking form. And they had a desire to associate with that form. So the Lord told them, I know your desire, but in this life, I have only one partner. I am Maryada Purusha. But when I come as Krishna, as a supreme absolute truth, I am not bound by any such rules. That time, you will be associated with me. In this way, there were Rishi-chari gopis. Then there were Shruti-chari gopis. The Vedas personified. They sang the glories of Krishna. We'll see in the Bhagavatam. The Shruti, they were personalized. The scriptures have got a personality. Vedas. They became gopis. They want to enjoy. Because the top, we know the Veda because we are Veda. We want to enjoy. this top class enjoyment. So they qualified themselves, they got trained by the gopis. So there were many types of gopis. Kanya gopis, demigods, demigoddesses were born as gopis' children, and they were brought up to understand this, educated, and they took part in the Lila. There were many different types of gopis who have this desire. They all took part because of their simple desire to associate with Krishna in Madhurya Rasa. So Krishna danced. He danced for one night of Brahma. You know what is one night of Brahma? It is 1,000 Divya Yugas. One Divya Yuga is Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. That is called one Divya Yuga. Like that, 1,000 Divya Yugas form one night of Brahma. The Rasa Lila lasted for one night of Brahma. Now, most probably you feel, Prasadam podunga na poren. It's not possible to understand. Because when Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, performs, there is no limit of time and all that. Time becomes his servant. Till he wants, it will be night. It was night, one whole night of Brahma. 1,000 Divya Yugas. And he's dancing with 3 billion plus gopis. And they have very nicely anklets. In the hip they have bangles, they have rings, they have necklaces, they have so many things. And all of them were ching, 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 in unison. It was beat, wonderful music. And the gopis were all singing. It seems they sang in 16,000 different ragas. And they are chanting the name of Krishna. Krishna chanted the name of the gopis. He chanted, look at the moon, so wonderful it is. Look at the lotus, look. And he just had an amazing time with the gopis. They were so happy. He was embracing them. He was kissing them. He was doing all sorts of things with them and giving them great pleasure. Why? They were pure devotees. And they were not thinking in their mind. It's very difficult for us to think like them. We will immediately think according to his male, female. Therefore, to understand this Rasa Lila, one must have the guidance of a pure devotee, spiritual master, who explains to you properly what is this. So, today that took place, Rasa Purnima. So today in Vrindavan and all these places, they offer sweet rice to the atmosphere, to the moon. And then everybody partakes of it. Because he danced throughout the night, there were refreshments, there were drinks, there were all sorts of things. Because who is dancing? Krishna. Every facility was given. When they were tired, they can go and take refreshment. When they sing, Krishna will protect them and make them lie down and massage them. Every facility Krishna gave personally. He gave them a very good time. But something happened. After giving them very good time for some time, the gopis thought, see, Krishna is with me only. They thought only one Krishna. But every gopi had one Krishna with him. Every gopi. So, they were slowly becoming a little proud. Krishna disappeared. Boom! Disappeared from all of them. Once, no Krishna. They became mad. Where is Krishna? What happened? And they understood that I think we became proud. Krishna disappeared. Then they became mad in separation from Krishna. They started going and, Krishna, where are you? And they started feeling very, very bad. Why did I do this? Why did I think proudly? In this way, they started going and asking the tree, the creeper, the flowers, the tulasi, the deer, everybody, did you see Krishna? Did you see Krishna? Did he go this way? And they were moving in the forest searching for Krishna. They were mad, becoming transcendentally mad. Ummada, it is mentioned, transcendental madness. And they went everywhere searching for Krishna. There is a nice place next to Govardhan, it's about some 6 kilometers away, where Krishna actually went away with Radharani. Only Gopi he went away with is Radharani. So these Gopis went searching. After a long time, they asked Tulasi, they asked this tree, they asked that tree. Said, you are very hard-hearted trees. I will go and speak to the Tulasi. She is a female. She understands our feeling. And Tulasi also did not say anything. So they asked the deer, did you see? You must have seen Krishna. Like that they were mad. And finally they found footprints of Krishna. With Ankusha Mudra, with thunderbolt, with flag and all that. This is Krishna's footprint. They know very well. And said, there's another Gopi's footprint. He is gone with another Gopi. This Gopi alone has satisfied Krishna. Very well, it was Radharani. But Shukadeva Goswami never mentioned the name Radha. Anayaradito nunam. There is one Gopi who excelled in serving Krishna more than the others. That's all he said. Anayaradito, aradhana. And they could see that this Gopi is very fortunate. But after some time they found that Gopi's footstep also not there. Krishna's footstep not there. So it so happened that Krishna went with Radharani. And then Radharani could say, I'm alone with Krishna. And she said, I cannot walk anymore. So Krishna said, okay, you sit on my shoulder, I'll lift you. So he bent like this and she was going to get up. Krishna disappeared. Krishna disappeared. It is mentioned, the Acharyas mentioned that Krishna showed vairagya, renunciation. I am not dependent even on the Gopis. I am stand-alone, absolute truth, supreme personality of Godhead. But because they are so pure in love, I reciprocate with them. Disappeared from Radharani also. And it seems he went into the forest, this place. And he sat down there and he said, if I sit down here and relax, they will come searching for me. So he manifested 4 hands and became Narayana, Sankha Chakra Gada Padma, and sat down. Gopis came there and said, oh Narayana, Supreme Personality of Godhead, have you seen Krishna? Go this side. He said, Krishna went this side. And they all went like that. And he sat down. They don't recognize Narayana. They recognize only Krishna. They went to the side. Then Radharani came, because she was separated from the group. Radharani came, and when he saw Radharani, he could not keep the 4 hands. The 4 hands simply went inside and he became Krishna. The love of Radharani is so pure that he can't assume any other form in front of her. You can see this place close by. In this way, the Gopis roamed here and there and everything. Finally, they came and they sat by the Yamuna river in great separation. They sang Gopika Geetam, which we are singing throughout this in the morning. Jayati te dikam janmana vraja shayata indira shashwatatrahi dayita drishyata dikshuta vakas Praidrishta sabhas tvambichimbate sharadudasaye sadhujatasat sarasijodara srimushadrisha shuratanate shulkadasika varadhanignato neha kimvada vishajalapyaya dhyana rakshasha Varshamaruta Vaidyutanala Vishamayatmajat Vishvatobhayat Rishabhate Vayam Rakshitamuhu. In this way they sang out of separation for Krishna. It was so sweet. Those who read these verses, they can see how pure and how sweet the gopis are. Just very young girls, 7 years old. And they know nothing and nobody else but Krishna. All their affection and love is invested in Krishna. And they're saying, why did you leave us? Oh, you are such a big cheater, but you look so good. We want to forget you, we can't forget you. Please come, I want to see you again. In this way they glorified Krishna. Finally Krishna appeared from within the forest of Vrindavan. And the gopis were so happy. And Krishna came and embraced them and said, your love for me is so pure. I don't have anything with me which I can give you, which is greater than this as a gift. This is the greatest wealth. Prema, love for me. And you have reached a high level in that. So good level you have reached that I am defeated. I don't have anything equal to this. In this way he accepted defeat with the gopis because of their love. And then he went into the Yamuna and bathed in the Yamuna with them. And the Rasa Lila slowly comes to an end. And then Krishna tells him, now you must go home. And they didn't say anything against that. They simply listened to Krishna and went back home. Because they had the greatest of pleasure, and Krishna promised them, I'll be your husband. You want this because you are such pure devotees. I will give you that enjoyment. So, you see, you can relate with Krishna out of fear. Kamsa was always afraid of Krishna and constantly thinking of Krishna. Shishupala was envious of Krishna and he was always thinking of Krishna. Nanda Maharaj, sneha, affection for Krishna, is always thinking of Krishna. Yashodamai also, parental affection. And the gopis were lusting for Krishna. When can we again go to the middle of the forest and dance, get into the Yamuna together and have fun? And the Gopas were also in Sakya Rasa. Let's go to the forest, let's kill this demon. Let us, take the cows and go and play games and everything in Sakya Rasa. In this way, Krishna can relate with all his devotees in different tastes. He's not a monochromatic, only one type of thing. In this material world, that's why the relationships don't work properly at all. Because mostly it is based on lust. And when it is not based on lust, it doesn't work very well. Somehow I am managing with this person. It is not that I like it very much. For the sake of my children, I am staying together and I am managing. Everybody just make some adjustments and live. But these relationships of devotees with Krishna, they are permanent, eternal and highly enjoyable. This is what I mentioned by saying today we are going to speak about sex. This is original sex. Prabhupada mentioned in the Bhagavatam, Adi Rasa. And every soul wants it. But when he forgets Krishna, that Adi Rasa becomes lust. Just like milk becomes curd, it is mentioned. That Adi Rasa becomes lust. And we become conditioned, shackled in the material world with material bodies and repeated births again and again. The only way to get out of this and enjoy the greatest of all relationships, the greatest of all pleasures, is to develop bhakti, devotion for the Lord. Lord Chaitanya came to teach this. And he said simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you chant purely, sincerely, one can develop bhakti, prema, ecstatic prema. Highly enthusiastic they are.
all the gopis and the gopas and Nanda Maharaj, and very fresh and very enthusiastic in their love for Krishna and in their devotional service. Always ready to do for Krishna. Anything, give my life for Krishna. You can kill me if that makes you happy. So that is the meaning of pure love. So you should not mistake this pastime to think it is just lust, kama. Right? We should remember who Krishna is. So Shukadeva Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj asked this question, and Shukadeva Goswami told him, Teji yasam na doshaya. For those who are spiritually powerful like this, there is no fault. It may look apparently faulty, but it is not an activity of this world. So you should not judge it according to the religious laws, moral laws, ethical laws of this world. It is the Supreme Lord performing a pastime. So normally people don't speak about this. I am just briefly speaking because today we can meditate on Rasa Purnima and the beautiful, amazing love of the gopis for Krishna and how Krishna reciprocated with them. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki, Rasotsavam ki, Rasa Lila Mahotsavam ki, Bhishma Panchaka Vratam ki, Kartik Vratha ki, Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki, Yashodanandan Damodar ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.